All right. Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Remy?
How's it going, guys?
Doing great. How are you? It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Hey, you got some exciting stuff going on with Oddkey. Would love to get into it with you.
Absolutely, yeah. We got a few exciting things coming up. I'm excited. I hope everyone else is just excited.
I mean, we're excited. Definitely, people who are watching, they're excited as well. We got people who have been talking about Oddkey for a while. I mean, I remember when you guys first launched. I guess how long has it been now since you guys originally launched?
I want to say almost 2 years now.
Has it been that long? Wow.
Yeah. I think November 9th was like the official launch date. I'm not too positive on that, but we're coming up on that. So almost on that 2-year mark.
Yeah.
Feels like yesterday.
Incredible.
Yeah, for real, man. Time flies. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have done a ton of really, really cool drops. I mean, I've really enjoyed being able to see Todd's artwork, being sold as NFTs and seeing the way they're animated as well is really, the style is great.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's definitely a unique way. I mean, Todd's kind of going for it. We see a lot of people trepid about getting into the space, and Todd's just saying, hey, you know what? It's another door for people to come see me. Might as well use it. So he's definitely not slowing down, which is nice.
Yeah, totally.
But
go ahead.
I was going to say, I mean, yeah, for people who are curious, on a few updates, we got actually some things going on this week in Oddkey. Tonight, in about 3 hours, so 6 p.m. PST, Todd will be coming on for a live Q&A. So if anyone out there in the audience has questions for Todd or wants to have a one-on-one talk with Todd, sometimes people don't even come up and ask questions, but they, tell a little story or something. It's just a great way to have that experience with Todd. So that's tonight. And then tomorrow, we're going to
is that on voice or is that?
So it's a Discord stage. Yeah, it'll be
Discord
voice only. Yeah, Todd doesn't really turn on his camera. Maybe one time we'll do it. But it's kind of like a podcast, a live podcast.
Nice.
Yep.
Cool. So is he what kind of stuff is he going to be talking about? Is it just like whatever people in the audience want to ask about?
Exactly. So I'm sure he might, sometimes he has some updates, but usually it's just like Q&A. People can ask about anything and everything, whether it be, NFT related, McFarlane toy related, Spawn movie related, Spawn comics. We got some updates on the Spawn movie Last Cafe, which was interesting.
Oh, cool. Nice.
He talked a little bit about the writer strikes and the director strikes and how that's holding stuff up. So
yeah,
a lot of insight in these. And so, yeah, he'll answer pretty much any question you have.
That's awesome. And if anyone has the chance to see our recent interview with Remy, we released it recently. And man, we talked about Todd and our experiences with him and the stories that he shares. And he's fantastic person to talk to. So highly recommend it, guys. Get in there and ask some questions. Yeah, he loves to talk. He loves to talk.
Sean, can you maybe drop the link to that interview into the chat here so people can see it?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, Spawn cover 21 animated cover is actually being released. So to animate it, I don't know if you guys, I can share my screen real quick and we can kind of go through the animation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do that then. Share screen. We'll just do entire screen. So here on Oddkey, I think the timer is a little off, but it's supposed to be at 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. tomorrow PST is the pre-sale. So pre-sale is one soul. Here's the actual animation.
So what gets you access to the pre-sale?
The Spawnoki. You hold the Spawnoki. The snapshot's already been taken.
Cool.
The Spawnoki holders get pre-sale access.
I got my Spawnoki locked and loaded, so I'm ready.
That is so sick. That's so cool,
animation.
Man. Wow.
Yeah. Is there music as well?
On these ones right here, this is a 500 total supply with 250 being allocated to pre-sale. So once that pre-sale is sold out, these will come up. And that's pretty much it right there. But there's going to be 10% of the supply will be signed, and 1% of the supply will have a sketch on it.
Nice.
So all the covers have sketches on them. I haven't seen them yet, but I do know that this will be the first cover to have a purple signature. So if you care about the color of your signatures, this will be the first purple Todd Sig on the blockchain. So
that's awesome. And these signatures, are they individual signatures?
Each one's a unique one-to-one signature. Perfect. He does.
Amazing.
It's super sweet.
Cool. So is he basically just using like a stylus, like on an iPad, and doing it digitally? That's how he does it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly how he does it.
Sick.
Yep. And so, yeah, pre-sales at 10 a.m. and then public sales 1 hour after that at 11 a.m. So there's only 499 of these. I don't know how fast they're going to go, but I'm looking forward to getting a few myself. So hopefully I can get that purple sig.
Yeah, I've yet to get a signature one. I have not landed one. They go for a good amount on secondary.
Yeah,
They're hard to, especially the sketches.
People love I've only ever seen one sketch ever sold, and
really, wow, people are really
good for that man. I know who got it, and it was the grab of a century. So shout out to you, Rick, if you're watching.
Shout out to Rick.
And we got the Todd AMA tonight, and then tomorrow we got the drop, and then Friday, we like to do weekly cafes with artists, big or small. We like to give every creator a platform. So we have a guest coming on Friday, and then we got one-of-one auctions starting. I don't know if we've talked about one-of-one auctions on here before.
I don't think so.
No.
So what we like to do sometimes is artists, we'll run community art competitions. We have a lot of artists in our community. So we'll do art competitions, and the winner of that art competition actually gets their piece becoming a one-of-one digital collectible under the Oddkey ecosystem. We can actually check a few right here. So for instance, we also have, artists who have done work with Image or other companies in the past, or worked with Todd in the past, and they'll come on and do live drawings for the community, just like a little community fun. You get to ask questions, watch the process, and then that piece that they create becomes a one-of-one. So, for instance, this was a gunslinger done by Kevin Keane. Right here was a Spawn done by Mark Spears, who recently did a bunch of Spawn covers.
Awesome.
And these are auctioned off only in our rewards token. So OCT, you can't get these unless you're participating in the community, you won't be able to get these. So this is from like Jason Sean Alexander back in the day. Yeah. So these are really cool experiences. We actually have some one-of-one auctions coming up. And a few of the artists who did them actually did them physically and then scanned them in digitally. So we're auctioning off the one-of-one digital collectible, and whoever gets it will also get the physical shipped to them.
So cool.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah.
So it's a great way to have that artist and fan experience connection. You get to watch the whole process made. And then, if you've been in the community long enough and you got OCT saved up, you might be lucky enough to bid yourself on one of those pieces. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, so if somebody wanted to earn OCT, how would they do that?
Yeah, there's a few ways to earn OCT. Pretty much every Oddkey collectible, so any animated cover you get, our Spawn Okies, the 3D collectibles, those are all stakeable to earn OCT. But also our POAPs. So we do these monthly events in Discord, whether it be artist Q&As, live drawings. Sometimes it's just community updates. Sometimes it's just community events, like we'll do Jeopardy or trivia night, just to have that sense of community. And if you show up to those, you can earn POAPs. It's completely free. All you have to do is attend. And those POAPs are stakeable for OCT as well. And also we have 2 teams in the Oddkey server, Gunslingers versus Scorched. So if you want to hop on a team, we do competitions, whether that be Jeopardy or Spawn Art of War, which is like a Discord bot game we have. It's basically a glorified rock, paper, scissors, but it's all Spawn characters that you can collect and upgrade. And there's OCT prizes for teams. So there's a few different ways, but it's all based on being in the community.
That's awesome. I love the way that you structured that and making these only available to people who are actually involved and incentivizing that, rather than, I don't know, it could easily be a cash grab, but you guys are really, really, I don't know, it shows that you care about the community. I love that.
Exactly. That's the point. We want to make sure that the community is being rewarded for just hanging around, sticking around, because that's what it's all about.
Awesome. So you said Friday is when the one-on-one sales start?
Yeah. So Fridays we do blind auctions. So basically people will just tell us what the amount they're willing to bid in a private sense. And the whole weekend they'll have to decide, since there's actually 3 going up for one-of-ones. We have 2 artist pieces and 1 community art contest winner. So the whole weekend people will decide how much they want to bid. So that's going on this weekend. It's not too big of an event, and unless you have OCT, you really won't be able to participate. So
gotcha. I've had stuff staking for quite a while now, and I don't think I've checked it in a bit. I should see how many I have. I don't have any perspective for, I guess, what people bid for these things, but maybe we'll chat offline and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, maybe. They fluctuate for sure depending on who the artist is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I don't know if we've ever. I think last time this wasn't a thing, but another cool thing you can do with your OCT, and it's kind of new, is we started the Todd's Originals collection. So these are a collection of Todd's original sketches that he never posted online. Sometimes he just does them himself, just for his own pastime. And these are low supply collections that will be offered in OCT only. So this was our first drop right here. Todd's Original. We only did 100 of these. It was completely only in OCT, and it was a sketch of this alien. You could see right here, if we do a little preview, this is the actual NFT right here.
Wow.
So, the actual live sketch.
Yes, exactly. And it's signed by Todd at the end. We actually are planning another OCT drop like this with the Todd's. They're called Todd's Originals. It'll be OCT only. So it's another way for collectors and people in the Oddkey community to be rewarded with some sweet original Todd art.
I love the community art, but I might have to save up my OCT for the next Todd drop. I mean, these are super
exactly.
cool.
More options, the better.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we did this to where, some of them were just the still image. I think like 70 of them were just the still image, while 30 of them were the full video. So it's just to add a little bit of randomness to it.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got Todd's Originals, and yeah, I mean, those are really updates on the drops. We recently did some stuff with our 3D collectibles. I'm not sure if you guys heard about. We did a redemption. So for the 3D holiday collections for our Santa Slayer and the Headless Gunslinger, if you were actually a holder of one of these, you could you could redeem it for two of options. We didn't require you to burn it. All we required you was to verify that you held it. And you could either A, get a free random toy from McFarlane Toys sent to you, or B, send in a comic book to get signed by Todd and then sent back.
Wow.
Yep. So
did you guys already do this? I totally missed this.
Yeah, so we already did it for this Gunslinger and Santa Slayer. Those are already done. We're in the process of fulfilling all of the redemptions.
Yeah.
So all the people's books got signed in. Yeah, people were really excited about that to get some
cool
signatures. So that was a really another cool perk for holders of our community. That was pretty recent. So if you are a holder of either a Lunar Mandarin or Undying Love, make sure you keep an eye out, because we will probably be doing the rest of the redemptions whenever, sometime in the future. So
nice. I love the way that you guys are connecting digital and physical now as well. Yeah, I think it's, especially for comic art, that's so important.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everyone started out as a physical collector, so now we're just all going digital. Oh, I don't.
Inception.
And then if you're an artist, also, I would recommend coming to tonight's cafe, because I think Todd is going to announce that he will be doing his first ever live portfolio review. So if you're an artist or an aspiring artist and you want Todd to actually live review some of your work, we're going to be setting something up to where you can submit your portfolio to us. And then during the live show, which we haven't scheduled yet, I'm sure we're going to get that scheduled within a few weeks. Todd will, be on stage with everyone being able to watch, go through some portfolios and give his feedback. So Todd's never done something like that live before. I'm really, really interested to see how that goes. I know we've had a lot of artists in the community excited about that. So if you're an artist, please feel free. It's open to anybody, and I would love to see your work get submitted.
Yeah, that's going to be a special experience for whoever gets to participate. Wow,
for sure. That's really cool. Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. I mean, like Sean, you've shared like your stories and the access that you've gotten to Todd in the past, but it's kind of insane. Normally, I guess, like people who aren't involved in Web3, like traditionally haven't been able to get this kind of access to Todd McFarlane, and I've heard so many stories and just all the experiences that you guys are providing. It's so awesome the way that he's been able to engage with his community through this.
Yeah, that's one thing Todd likes to highlight. He's like, hey, there's only 2 spots you'll ever see me: San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con. And unless you're spending a lot of money and standing in a lot of lines, you're not going to see me. So other than that, it's his Discord is really the only place that you'll get to have these experiences with him.
100%, Remy. I remember the San Diego Comic-Con, actually the morning of the Oddkey event, last year. I remember I went to the morning when the doors opened. Everyone's stampeding inside, trying to get in line for certain things. But the Todd McFarlane line for that the variant copy for Comic-Con, there was that was insane. Holy shit, that was crazy. Yeah, I remember there was a stampede, man, and I was in the back of the line. I'm like, okay, well, line's closed, guys.
Get one, but I somehow did. Did, but that line was massive, and I was like, insane. I thought I got there early, and then I showed up, and the line is just half a mile long, and I was like, how are these people getting up?
Yeah. And then it was man, it didn't even seem real. Like 4 hours later, I was spending time with you and Todd for 3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah,
that was epic. That was
line,
dude.
Hella long to get maybe a 30-second interaction with Todd, and then
exactly
he was there for 4 hours. That was really special.
And that's something I tell people a lot. I mean, by owning a Spawn Oddkey, I was given access to this amazing event, and I met so many incredible people. And that was one of the best events I've ever been to. And it was a blast.
It was super personal as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and it was because I owned an NFT. And it was funny because people in line, I remember were talking about NFTs, and they were just kind of shunning them. And they don't understand.
Part of my job there was actually trying to convince people to go. I was like, hey, I will give you a free Spawn Oddkey. All you have to do is download a wallet, and then you can come to this event for free. And I still only had a 50% success rate.
Wow.
I was like, dude, I'm trying to give you some free stuff to go to a Todd event for free, and you still don't want it? That's crazy.
I'm just going to wait in line and pay a bunch of money.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable! And he signed an autograph for every single person in that room.
Yep,
every single person. That was epic. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's cool about these redemptions too. Is a lot of people are going to get their book signed that would normally never be able to get a Todd signature. So they're going to get some Todd sigs, which that's amazing for them.
Are you going back to San Diego this year? Are you guys going to be there?
I personally, I know Todd is going to be there, and I've heard that their Oddkey may be doing something, but I don't think it's going to be to the extent or level that it was last year. I think it might be something a little more minor. But I personally will not be there this year, unfortunately.
That's too bad.
I know.
Yeah. we will be there this year as press, thankfully, actually. So.
Oh, sweet! Heck yeah!
Yeah. That was a surprise. Yeah.
Well, I know. I definitely, as soon as I figure out what the plan is for San Diego Comic-Con, I will let everyone know. But till then, I got no details.
Fair enough.
Good.
Fair enough. Rem, have you been collecting anything recently outside of Oddkey NFTs?
Outside of Oddkey, I did pick up some of the Star Wars Crypt toys. I won't lie.
Hey, very cool.
Yeah, those are super cool.
I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I was like,
nice.
I gotta get him. HRO. I've been a big HRO collector.
Nice.
So,
yeah, that's cool.
Definitely getting more into the NFT side of things rather than the physical. It's been a while since I bought some physical collectibles other than Spawn comics, but
yeah.
Have you been dipping into Palm at all? Palm NFT or Bat Cows or anything like that?
Yeah, I have. I actually have a Bat Cow, but
Good for you. Good.
I stopped keeping up with it super heavy. I've never been the biggest DC fan, to be honest.
No.
But I definitely keep tabs on it. I keep my tabs on everything pretty much, just because it's always nice to see everyone succeeding, because it's just a win.
Yeah, 100%, bud.
Totally.
Yeah.
Exactly. What about you guys? I don't. What kind of NFTs you guys?
We've been busy.
I just probably about a month ago, actually, I got a couple Spawn books, and just I think it's Spawn 2 and Spawn 5.
Nice.
Some pretty good key issues. So yeah, I found those in decent condition for $10 a piece, and an old antique antique barn thing in Leadville, Colorado, middle of nowhere, Colorado. Yeah,
that's where you find the gems.
Yeah, I actually picked up Spawn 21, the animated cover tomorrow. I like to pick up the covers that get animated.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And if anyone's curious how Todd picks his animated covers, it was actually a question asked, and his response was because it was cool. So
yes, that's all you need. That's the only answer you do need. That's amazing.
That's how he picks it. Oh.
That's so cool.
Sean, what else have we been collecting recently?
I mean, we've been buying VHS tapes and video games. And
actually, someone sent in to get signed for their redemption. Someone sent in a Spawn VHS tape to get signed.
Oh, really?
That's ever been a thing before.
Okay, that's cool. That's super cool.
That's something we were actually thinking about doing.
Am I allowed to do this? And I was like, I don't know. Let me ask. And it was good.
Sure.
So, NBA test they've signed. I don't know if there's ever been one of those before. So that'll be cool.
That's awesome.
Somebody stole our idea. Actually, we were actually hoping to do that.
All right. If you just edit that out of the live stream, we'll.
That's so funny.
Yeah, the event tonight sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, people are really
definitely.
going to enjoy that. That's really cool. So everyone make sure to check that out.
It's free for everyone, and it counts towards POAP. So this event counts towards your POAP.
Nice, perfect.
That's awesome.
We just
so
made POAPs today.
Cool. Yeah. So that basically means if you even if you don't own any NFTs from the ecosystem, you can get your first POAP today. Start staking it. Start earn some tokens.
Yeah.
Cafe
So
tokens,
we take
and then
screenshots during every event, and if you're in 2 or more screenshots, then at the end of the month when we make the announcement, our resident artist Jabizel, he makes the POAPs. He's been only getting better and better. The POAPs are looking amazing, and earn your POAP and start staking to earn some OCT and maybe get that Todd's original.
Awesome.
Yep. Love it.
All right, so that's 6 p.m. PST tonight on the Discord.
6 p.m. PST tonight. In about 2 hours and a half after this, I'll probably regroup and get ready to host that. So
yeah, beautiful.
Doesn't stop for you, Remy.
No, it's good. You don't want it to stop. No. A lot of fun. There's always unique questions every time. Sometimes the questions overlap, but a lot of the times, some people. There's been cases where like people in Todd's past will come up, or other artists that Todd's have worked with will come up, and then there's like really personal exchanges that you get to hear stories that you normally wouldn't
hear. That's awesome.
Yeah. So like Mark Spears, he recently has done a lot of work with Todd on some covers, and he always pops in and they chat, and it's cool because you're like, oh, they know each other, they're talking about stuff, and you're just listening.
That's cool.
Wow. That's
and if anyone's curious, in the Discord at the top, there's an events calendar, which has everything scheduled from all the events. We actually have a few planned out into July. We got some like Jonathan Glapion and Kevin Keane. We'll be doing a little panel with them. So definitely keep an eye out on the events calendar. That's really all you have to keep your eye on for what's going on in Oddkey.
Nice. You guys are a well-oiled machine. I love
it. Gotta be.
Awesome. Well, I don't have any other questions, Sean. I don't know if you do, or for me, you have any final thoughts.
Yeah, Remy, is there anything that you want to emphasize to our audience? Anything else that you wanted to highlight that hasn't been touched already?
That's basically all the updates. I just want to say, the Discord. I mean, Todd's vision for it is it's not just an NFT Discord. He wants it to be just kind of like the one-stop shop for fans, collectors, enthusiasts, artists to just all come chat and hang out about like-minded ideas. Can talk about movies, talk about comics, talk about nerdy shit, talk about crypto, NFTs, which we love. It's not just meant to be Oddkey. He kind of really wants it to be like the McFarlane hub. So if you're just if you might not be into the NFT side, but you're still a McFarlane fan, I highly recommend just checking out the Discord. You'll find some really cool people in there.
Awesome.
Yep. Love it.
Sweet.
Well, I appreciate the time, guys. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to just seeing you guys in the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on.
We'll see you on there tonight. Excited to hear you host.
Sounds good, man. Looking forward to it.
All right, cool. See you guys.
Peace.